La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to my channel SGM Islam. Viewers, today I'm going to share with you some true, inspiring, and interesting stories of women who found freedom, empowerment, and peace in Islam. These are real life accounts of women from different backgrounds who discovered the beauty of Islam and how it transformed their lives forever. We will discuss today. Let's dive into their journey. So, first of all, we have the story of Dr. Ingrid Mattson. Dr. Ingrid Mattson was raised as a Catholic in Canada. She studied philosophy and fine arts, but she always found a kind of void in herself because she felt spiritually unfulfilled. During her university years, she studied the Quran, and she studied the Quran out of curiosity. She wanted to know about Islam through the Quran. She was amazed. When she studied the Quran, she was amazed by its logical and profound message that led her to accept Islam. She went on to become a prominent Islamic scholar and the first female president of Islamic Society of North America. Dr. Mattson's journey proves that Islam is not just a religion, but a complete way of life that brings clarity, dignity, and purpose. You can see her picture as well. Then we have Lauren Bode. I hope you all are familiar with this character, that who is Lauren Bode. Lauren Bode is a British journalist and the sister-in-law of former UK Prime Minister Tony Blair. She was living a life of fame and success. While covering a story in Palestine, she was deeply moved by the kindness and the faith of the people living under hardship. One day, she visited a mosque and read the Quran and felt an unexplainable peace. This is the beauty of the Quran. Whenever a non Muslim or a non believer read the Quran, they just fall in love with it. She eventually embraced Islam and started wearing the hijab. And you can see her picture in hijab now. Then she left behind her old lifestyle and became a vocal advocate for Islam and Muslim rights. Lauren Both's story challenges the Western narrative that Islam oppresses women. It actually gives them strength and purpose. Another story is of Christian Baker. Christian Baker was a well known MTV presenter, constantly surrounded by celebrities, luxury, and a glamorous lifestyle. Despite her success, she felt a void in herself. After meeting Pakistani cricketer Imran Khan, who has been the prime minister as well, she was introduced to Islam. She read the Quran, and reading the Quran and learning about the Islamic way of life deeply touched her heart, leading her to convert to Islam. She left behind the entertainment industry and became an author and speaker on Islamic spirituality. Christian Baker's story proves that material success cannot bring peace. And if you want success, you just have to connect yourself with Allah only. These stories shows us that Islam is not a religion of oppression, but of liberation and empowerment. Women from all walks of life have found dignity, respect, and inner peace through Islam. If you are on a journey searching for truth, open your heart to Islam. You may find the answers you have been looking for all along. I do not claim that Muslim women do not face a kind of oppression from their husbands or from their male counterparts. But it doesn't mean that you will associate these cruelty or these cruel behavior of the men with Islam, because Islam does not teach them to do so. If we check the history of Islam, we check the lifestyle of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, how he treated his wives, we will come to know that how he treated his wives with kindness and with love, with compassion. You will see that he treated his wives with love and care only. Even he does household work with his wife. Sometimes he just cleaned his house. Sometimes he made bread for his wives. And this is really painful to me as well, that a Muslim man, how he can mistreat his wife. Even he knows the message of God. He knows the message of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what he said, that if you want to be best, you just have to be best to your wife. You just have to be best to your wives. If you want to call yourself a best man. But I have analyzed that it is only socio-cultural factor that makes the mind of the man, that women are just subdued to you. They are just servant to you, and you have right to mistreat them. You have right to beat them. You have right to mistreat them. Whereas the teachings of Islam are quite different from it. I don't understand whose culture they are following. And if we look at the history, if we look at the lifestyle of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he never ever beat his wives. He never ever beat his wives. He never tortured his wives. He never gave pain to his wives. In fact, he cared for them. He played with them. He gave time to his wives. Even the Muslim men, they are just failed to follow the footsteps of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and this is very unfortunate. That's why I always call and I always address Muslim men. Please follow the footsteps of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You have the life example of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Whose culture you are following? Why you are just defaming your religion because of your character? I know that it happens all over the world. There's some husband and some non-Muslim husbands as well. They just mistreat their wives but I have no concern with them, because they don't know. They do not have Islam. They don't know about Islam. They don't know how to treat their wives. That's why they just mistreat them. But Islam teaches us. Islam guides us. That what are the rights of Islam? What are the rights of women in Islam? What are the duties of women in Islam? Then why you are not following them? Islam gives a woman a complete freedom, a complete liberation. Islam gives the right of education. Islam gives the right of marriage. Islam gives the right of divorce. Islam gives the right of property. Each and every right you get. If you say that feminism is all about the rights of women, that Islam gives the rights. Islam gives them rights. You will not see these rights in any religion, in any culture, in any law. You are making laws and constitution now. In fact, Islam has given these rights 1400 years ago. I hope you like these reverse stories too. Please share it with your friends and family members. Your one share can cause a non-Muslim or a non-believer to revert to Islam. And please tell them the truth, that Islam is the only true religion in the world, and Allah is the only true God. Allah is the only true God. Please, please, please consider it. Please consider it. Allah is the only true God, and Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is his final messenger. Do not wait for another messenger. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was the final messenger. He is the seal to all the messenger. Thank you so much. Take care.